Good Erev Shabbos. This week's parashah is Parashas Bahar. In Parashas Bahar, we have two psukim which almost seem repetitive. The pasuk says, "V'chisimkar mimchar lamisecha o kana miyad lamisecha al tanu ishas chavero." If you're selling something to your friend, or you're buying something from your friend, don't cause him pain. Explains the Gemara in Masechtas Bav Mitzia, Perek Hazav, that this is referring to ona'as mamon. You can't go ahead and charge an exorbitant amount of money or buy something for a value that you know it's less if you really know the true value, because you're cheating. It's a form of geneva. But then we have another pasuk. The pasuk says, "Lo sanu ishba miso." You should not cause pain to your friend. V'yareisim lo kacha. You should fear God. This seems like the same law that we just had. Zak the Gemara daf nun ches amen beis. No, the first pasuk is referring to onas mamon. Don't cheat your friend. Don't cause him pain with money. This is referring to onas varim. It is a lav, one of the Taryag mitzvos, to say something to any person, any Jew, which can go ahead and cause him pain. Comes along the Gemara a step further. Rabbi Yisrael Majeski, gadol onas chavei dvarim meonas mamon. It's worse to cause someone pain through words than it is to cause him pain by cheating him. The Rabbi Yisrael Majeski says, why? Because over here it says you should fear God. Over there it doesn't. Everyone knows stealing is wrong. That everyone knows. But you might think you can get away with words, with saying a sharp line. Here Hashem says, I know exactly what's going on. Zakti Gemara Rabbi Lazar says another reason. Because habimono habegufo. Monetary matters. Okay, yeah, you go ahead and hurt me. But you hurt me emotionally? That stings that lasts forever. We know, my good friend, he always says, Rav Gav, he always says, sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will kill me. Names hurt way more than if someone goes ahead and hits someone or steals from someone. Emotional pain lasts forever. And finally, Shmuel Achmeni says, because money you could return. However, words you can never go ahead and return. Once you say something they're there, you can never get them back. How careful we have to be when it comes to onas devarim. What a tremendous lesson the Torah is telling us. I had a friend eat by me, a student eat by me a few weeks ago. And we were talking about old stories of yeshivas and rebbeim. And he says, I still have a hard time learning because of my third grade Rebbe. I said, why? What happened? He said, I had a TV in my house. And the other kids in my class didn't have a TV. Went to a little bit more of a yeshivish school. And he said, my Rebbe would call me in once a week in front of the whole class. He would say, "Nu, Shloimeh, tell everyone what TV show you saw yesterday. What was the gayish things that you saw? Why don't you tell us about it?" He said, I would be all embarrassed in front of everyone. I would sit down. We think that we want to give Musar, we want to help someone go ahead and give us a right to go ahead and embarrass him. That's not true. David HaMelech tells us a Gemara, Dav Nun Tes Amad Aleph Masechet Bava Metzia. David HaMelech would walk into a beis medrash and the Rabbanim would say, David, tell us, what's the halacha if someone sleeps with an ish's ish? He would say, Chayiv Misa. He said, but they embarrassed me. He said, I told them, he said, what I did was wrong. The Misa's Chenek. What you did by embarrassing me, you lost your place in Elam Haba. We have to be so careful. The Gemara tells us that everyone goes to Gehenim, they come back up. Chutz me shlosha, 3 people. Yardim Gehenim ve'eino olam, they don't get to go up again. Who are those 3 people? That if someone's bal ishas ish, if someone is mizana, biggest avera. You know what number 2 is? Hamal bin panim b'chavei. If you embarrass someone, you go to Gehenim, you don't come up. From a kind of shame, if you call someone by a nickname, he doesn't like the nickname, and you call him that anyway. We think it's funny. You go to Gehenim and you don't come back up. How careful we have to be. The Gemara goes on to say even something so much more. The Gemara says how careful we have to be. Amar Rav lo olam ye adam zar. By nas ishto, be so careful when it comes to saying something painful to your wife. Shemit tochdim asam betsuyo nasa krova. She can cry so easily, she's emotional. And chas v'shalom, that those tears go straight to Hashem. Hashem punishes so fast for onas devarim. How careful we have to be on ourselves to go ahead and make sure that we never say something to anyone which could be hurtful, painful in any way. The emotional pain lasts forever. I want to end off that someone went to the Chazon Ish and they said, Rav Elya Baruch Zatzal, my Rebbe the Mir, he told me this, that he heard from a close Talmud of the Chazon Ish, that someone asked the Chazon Ish, he said, Rebbe, I want to be a successful person in my life. How do I know if I'm successful? And the Chazon Ish didn't say to finish Shas. The Chazon Ish didn't say to go ahead and say Tehillim all day. He said, if you can go through your whole life and you could say that you didn't hurt one Jew, you didn't get into a fight with a Jew, you didn't embarrass someone, that's how you know you lived a successful life. And if we see how careful the Torah is on those dvarim, and how painful it could be for a person, and how a person could never go ahead and leave Gehenna and lose his Olam Haba, how much more so if we do the opposite. If instead of causing someone pain, we give them a compliment. We tell them how good they're doing. We're positive. And to our children as well. Onos Dvarim, Pam says, applies to children. Lashon Hara applies that we can't talk about our children in any negative way. We have to be so careful not to hurt them and understand when they had a hard day at school, yes, they need a little more of a sensitivity. And even though we had a hard day, we have to come inside before we walk into their house and say, I cannot go ahead and talk harshly to my wife or to my children.